It's a super affordable Qi charging station, but is it a fast charger? Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm talking about charging. As usual, we constantly are talking about charging because all our devices need to be charged. Now, one thing that modern devices have is they have something called Qi wireless charging, which is never as fast as plugging in, but it can be super convenient, and it can be reasonably fast because there's a newer generation of what they refer to as fast charging. Now, I picked up this. This is the NANAMI fast wireless charger stand, and you can see it's a very nice design. They say it's inspired by wind sails and such. I'm not sure about that, but USB-C plug on the back, comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable, but it doesn't come with the actual device you'd need to plug into. You could plug it into your computer, but generally it's going to be one of these bring your own charger sort of devices. But it is convenient. It does have dual coils, so it can charge in both a standing orientation or a sideways orientation. So the question really becomes, is it actually fast charging? So this is Qi certified. Like I said, has USB-C on the back, and it is compatible with iPhones and Samsung and Google Pixels and such. And one of the things I do like about it is that it has a nice LED status light. So I'm going to plug this in. And I'm plugging this into a 67-watt charger. Now, it's never going to give 67 watts on a USB-A port, but it can go up to 30 watts. So that is more than fast wireless charging needs. So theoretically, this should be able to do the fastest possible wireless charge. But you can see on the bottom here that there's that blue light. Now, if I put the phone on here, then what'll happen is it will actually flash for a moment, and then it will turn green. And it being green shows that it's actually doing a wireless charge. And that's all there is to it. It's super easy. Now, on the Pixel lineup, it shows on the bottom the status of the charge. And in this close-up, you can see that it just says charging wirelessly. Not only that, but you can see it's got a long time to go just to get that extra like 15% of charge that it needs. Now, modern devices don't charge up to 100% as fast as they go from, say, 20 to 50%, and that's to do with battery management and lifetime expansion. But be that as it may, when it just says charging wirelessly, it's not saying fast charging or charging high speed or anything like that. And that means that this is detecting that it's just giving it, I think this is 10 watts that it's giving the Pixel, and that this, my iPhone, will end up being at 7.5 watts, and those are slow charges. So initially, I was going to actually give you the time of the 0 to 100%, but it charges so darn slowly that it's basically like an overnight project. So in many situations, that's perfectly fine. And you can see, by the way, I turned it sideways, and it's still charging because of those dual coils on the back here. So it does have systems in place for overcharging and over temperature control, so it's not going to damage your device. And if you put something metal on here, but it doesn't have Qi charging, then this will go from solid blue to a flashing blue. I tried charging one of my phones that didn't have wireless charging, and it just had a slow blue flash. And I'm like, I think there's an issue here. And the issue was the phone wasn't compatible. But with a compatible phone, if nothing else, if you have this right by your desktop computer, for example, then you can have your phone sitting here. And to me, a lot of this is the stand more than it is the charging, because even in the best of cases, Qi wireless charging isn't super fast. But this can be convenient to have your phone be, showing you notifications, or you could watch a show on it or something. And it's not lowering the charge, it's gaining charge, but at a fairly small speed. So the company calls this the fast wireless charger stand, And I gotta say, I think they should take the word fast out of it, because I've tried different cables, I've tried different chargers, I've tried a lot of different combinations, and I could never get it to be more than a slow Gen 1 Qi wireless charger. Now, to be fair, it is super inexpensive. And in fact, the reason I got it was because it was the cheapest of all Qi wireless charging stands, because I have situations where I want to just show that it will actually, for example, your phone can charge through a specific case. And so here's an example of that, where my iPhone 14 Pro is just sitting here and it's working fine. It's charging. Is it charging fast? No, but that's just part of the game here. That's just part of the situation. So what I do want to do is I want to tell you about the price and the colors. But before, let me give you just one more showing here of its design. And it really is a very attractive design. I would have been perfectly happy to pay even $15 more to get it to be a true fast wireless charger that could handle more wattage going out. But maybe that's its next gen product. So what we should do is we should talk about, let's see, I'll put the iPhone back on, I guess. We should talk about the price, but before we get to the price, I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. As I hope this video makes clear, my focus is always on being honest and transparent and really testing things out and telling you the truth about them, not just the marketing hype. So a click on that subscribe button, a click on that little bell notification icon so that you can get notifications as I post new content, and we're connected. And if you found this to be of value, then always those thumbs up are definitely helpful. So excellent. Now I'll take the phone off, and this is the NANAMI fast, maybe, wireless charger stand. It comes in this black or white or silver, and the black is the least expensive. It is $18.99 with a 6% coupon right now, dropping it down to $17.85. On Black Friday, I picked this unit up for $15. And that's why I was saying, you know, so that, sorry, $18.99 minus 6%, $17.85 at Amazon.com. That is going to be your lowest priced Qi wireless charging stand. And if you just think of it as basically just a stand, and then it has the added benefit of a slow background charge, then you'll be perfectly set and you'll love this thing. So there's a lot to like about it as just a simple way to prop your phone up. Because if you've had your phone sitting like this on your desk, absolute game changer to have it like this. So that's the pros, that's the cons, that's the reality. It's not a fast charger. I have plenty of devices to be able to demonstrate that, but suffice to say, it's also only 17 bucks. So that might still be something worth adding to your desktop or your home office or your setup right by your bed. And I will note that if you do want this bedside, you might put a piece of tape over that status light, because it's pretty bright. And if you're in a pitch dark room, that's going to be light enough that it's going to illuminate the walls around you. I'm not kidding. It's a bright light, and there is no way that I can see to disable that or to have that go way into a dim mode. Again, that might be a nice engineering add-on, but that would add price to the, add cost to the unit. So there are your trade-offs. I'm going to let this charge. We're not in any rush, so I will hope to catch you in my next video.